Sometimes we don't know why we get shoulder tension or hip tension, but I do know that this series is going to make you feel better for either of those conditions. So let's grab a roller and let's come lie down onto your side. So as we set ourselves up, it's important that you get alignment. So you want to feel the back of the head, shoulders, pelvis, and feet all in the same straight line as the edge of your mat. We'll begin with your head supported by your underhand. If you can't be in this position, put a head towel, cushion, pillow, whatever works to support you there. We're going to begin with the roller close in so that your elbow is bent and your arm is at your side. We're going to straighten the arm and then we're going to reach the shoulder forward and start to roll your body down in the direction of the floor and then rolling yourself all the way back in again. And keep the arm straight for a moment as you start to roll yourself, looking just a little bit back behind and then coming forward again. And repeating the arm traveling forward, rolling in the direction of the floor, and then rolling yourself backwards. So this movement is meant to be done at this kind of pace. This is not a fast-paced movement. It is really starting to get into feeling your shoulder joint area, how it's working well, how it's connected to your ribs. And then one more time as we send that arm forward, going into the roll, and then rolling yourself all the way back again and repeating back to your center. From here, we're just going to bend that arm, pull the roller in and push the roller out. So keeping the body in a steady position as you just work on straightening the arm and bending the arm without letting all of that excessive movement happen that we did previously. Last one, and then resting from there. So we're going to slide the roller down and then change position. So we have your knee supported and your foot supported. Your knee is roughly in line with your hip. It's better for it to be higher up than lower down for this one. Your lower leg is going to straighten down along the mat surface. I like to put my hand in front of my chest area so that as I do this next movement of rolling my hip away, I'm not trying to roll the whole body towards the floor. I'm really going on the inside of my knee, up the inner leg, and then just getting this lovely gentle twisting action happening through the lower half of me. It's a very gentle type of stretch, so you're not being pushed to the end range of anything. And quite often, I feel like it's the under thigh that's on the floor that's getting a lot more benefit because you're rolling over those muscles and tissues on that leg surface. So we'll do one more time as we push gently out into the openness of the hip and then travel back and hold your position here. We're going to raise your foot away from the roller and then lowering it back down. So this one's great for getting mobility inside of your hip. We've got a gentle spiraling of the leg in and then back out again. And this range of movement is not easy for a lot of people because most people are walking around with very tight glute areas. And this movement is going to be helping to lengthen those muscles at the hip joint that are spinning your leg. And then one more time, raising that and then bringing it back down. From here, we're just going to do a combination move. So putting your hand out on top, putting your knee out on top, and then barrel roll your way toward the floor and then bringing yourself back to your start. This is a phenomenal one for feeling calm in your nervous system. And there is so much strength that's required in your obliques in order to get your body back onto the side position and also for it to roll towards the front. So many people think of obliques as just doing crunches to the side. No, they work through our breathing, they work through our moving, but they also work through our stabilizing. So super beneficial exercise, this one. And then we're going to rest out of that. So you can roll over to the other side or just pop up and over like I'm going to do as we get ready for side 2. So again, setting yourself up so you've got head to feet all in a straight line and then starting with your arm out. We begin with the elbow just slightly bent so that you know for the next version we're going to be in the right orientation. And then sending the arm out long. Reach the shoulder forward and then let that take you into your roll towards the mat. And then rolling yourself back on. Remember to keep your hand on the roller as you turn to look back. So on this side, I have my arm long, which means as I'm rolling back, I don't have head support. So if you did the same as I did, tuck that hand into position so that you can roll your head to be supported by your hand underneath. There's nothing worse than just trying to roll back and feel unsupported and fragile in your neck. So we've got a couple more of these to go, just getting this gentle motion through the front and the back of the body. And while we're doing this, we want to feel like we're not letting the lower body do our work here. It is the upper body that's doing the spiraling. Hold yourself here, and then we're going to bend that elbow, bringing the roller closer and then moving it away. Now, this feels like a nothing kind of exercise. And by that, I mean there's no strength involved. You're not going to feel a burn. But what it's teaching your body is to remember that the arm can move without the shoulder moving, without the rib cage moving. So it's important to get that differentiation in your brain map so that your body is working more efficiently for you. From here, we're going to slide that roller down and place your top leg on. Bottom leg straightens out. Remember to take your hand and just block the front of your chest off. So as you're rolling away, your eyes should still be looking in front of you. So you're moving through the lower body now, doing the rolling from that aspect, and then returning back in. So if you are feeling any discomfort in your back while you do this, you are probably best to not do it. Sometimes if you've got a little bit of aggravation in a sacroiliac joint or potentially a little bit of facet joint stuff going on, this might not feel great. So if that's you, stop doing this version and just focus on the arms instead. We'll go one more time, taking that leg forward and then returning it back so everything's on the side, and then stay here as we start to lift and lower. Now, if you feel like that roll-up isn't in the right position, find the spot that is good. And I'm not going to be able to tell you where it is because every person's body is slightly different. You may feel a bony protrusion that needs to be a little bit more softened. So you've got to feel where it works, but the ideal is that that leg is mostly at a right angle shape for you. We've got two more of these ones as we lift our leg, wrapping your thigh bone inward and making sure that you're not lifting up into the top of the pelvis as you do that motion. From there, we're going to slide the roller up so that we can put the lower leg and the arm on. So my foot is hanging off the edge, and then we're going to roll barrel to the floor and then roll back to the side, and then repeating that down to the floor and rolling to the side again. We'll go for another 3 like this. It is so lovely. And if you've had a big week or a big moment, this is a really nice series to do. As I mentioned before, it just drops you into that rest and digest mode or parasympathetic nervous system response that should be attainable for most of us most of the time, and then traveling all the way back in and resting from there. From here, we're going to bring ourselves up into a sitting position and just orientate yourself being back upright. Even though we were on the side and just rolling forward and backward, it can sometimes do some cool things to your nervous system. So make sure that you feel alert, awake, and ready to move on. And if you enjoyed the video, remember to like, comment, and subscribe so that more people can benefit from our content. I wish you a marvelous day.